the card that is 9 cards from the top is their card, the Ace of Spades. Alright guys, so what is going on? It's the Card Trick Guy, and I'm going to show you one of my favorite card tricks. It's actually a combination of a couple of other card tricks that are on my channel already. So, this might look a little bit familiar to you in the beginning, but it has an insane ending that I really, really love. And yeah, let's just get right into the trick. So, a spectator can just choose a card, and whatever card they choose, we'll just add 20 to that card. So let's say they stop like here or something, right? So we just tell them to take this card, and whatever that number is, we're gonna add 20. So that number is a 7. Okay, so we're gonna use 27 cards for this trick, and I'm actually gonna count 27 cards out right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright guys, so now we got 27 cards in this pile, and we got that other pile over here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you think of any card in this pile. Alright, so for the purposes of this video, since I don't have a spectator, I actually need another card. But when you're doing it to a spectator, you do not need another card. So let's say that they pick the Ace of Spades. Alright, so we can literally shuffle up the deck. It does not matter which position their card is. But yeah, so I'm going to perform the trick first, and then I'll show you guys how to do it after. So what we're going to do is we're going to make 3 piles, and I just want the spectator to tell me which pile their card is in. So, alright guys, so that's the reason that I need to know the card for this video. But if you had a spectator, you wouldn't need to know the card. You would just need for them to tell you which pile their card was in. So it would be in this pile, as you can see with the Ace of Spades right here. So we're actually going to take that, and we're just going to square up the other cards. And we're just going to make 3 piles 2 more times. Okay, so this is the second round. Okay, so their card is now in this pile, right, with the Ace of Spades right there. And we can just take it up and square it up again. And one final time, we can make 3 piles right. Okay, so the Ace of Spades is not in this pile. It is actually in this pile right here. So we can just take the cards and square those up once more. So this pack is almost done for this trick. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this pack, alright? Alright guys, so this pack is actually done with this part of the trick until the end. And we're actually gonna use this pack. And all I'm gonna ask the spectator to do is they can deal down themselves cards until they feel like stopping. So let's say they stop right here. So this is their card. If they stopped one before, it would have been a 5, and if they stopped one after, it would have been a king. All right. So, and then the card that they stopped on was actually a 9. So the crazy part about this trick, this is a crazy ending. 9 is the card that they stopped on, and as you can see, they're not all 9s, right? This one's a 5, the one after was a king. They could have stopped anywhere they wanted right here, and all we have to do is count 9 cards from the top. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the card that is 9 cards from the top is their card, the Ace of Spades. That is probably the best ending you'll get from a card trick. So let me teach you guys exactly how to do that right now. Alright guys, so this trick does require a little bit of a setup, and what that setup is you're going to have the deck like this, and you're going to have on the top, you're going to have a random card, and then either a 10 or a 9. Either a random card, either a 10 or a 9, random card, 10 or 9, random card, 10 or 9, random card, 10 or 9, all the way until you get down to where the 10 and 9 stop. So that'd be right here. So you just have that on the top, and keep that in mind. So you're going to count 27 cards from the bottom, and you can force a 7, or you can just say like, so what I did in the trick was I forced a 7 by doing a slip force. So I had a 7 on top. I went like this, and I took all the cards except for the top card, and boom. But you could just say, okay, this trick uses 27 cards. So we're going to count 27 cards from the bottom, because remember on the top you have that setup. So let me do that right now in speed. Okay, so I counted out 27 cards, and you can ask the spectator to think of any card. They don't even have to like pick it out or anything, just think of one. That's in this little pile. So let's say they think of the ace of spades again. You don't know that for the trick. Only your spectator knows it. But once you make 3 piles, you're going to have them tell you which pile it's in. And here's where that becomes interesting. So let me make the 3 piles first, and then I'll show you guys what to do. Alright guys, so I made my 3 piles, and the ace of spades is in this one. So you would ask the spectator, okay, which pile is your card, and they would point to the pile. What you're going to want to do for the first round is take the one with their card in and put it on the bottom. So put the other 2 piles on top of it. And it's really important not to mess up the order. So like the original order of the 27 cards doesn't matter, but once you start dealing, the order becomes important. So I can't mess up the order from this point on. So you're going to make those 3 piles again. And you'll notice that the ace of spades is now in this pile. It doesn't really matter which pile it is, but whichever pile for the first and second rounds, you're going to put it on the bottom of the deck. So the other packs go on top of it. So now it's on the top when it's face down. So you're going to make another 3 piles. And you'll notice that since there's 27 cards and there's 3 piles, each pile has 9 cards. So the ace of spades ends up at the bottom of its pile, alright? So what you're going to do is you're going to put that pack in the middle, which actually puts the ace of spades in the 10th position in the deck, okay? So the pile with their card goes in the middle in the 3rd round. So in the first round it goes on the bottom, second round on the bottom, 3rd round in the middle. Now the ace of spades is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th in the deck, okay? And that part of the trick is done. Now, we have random card 9 or 10, random card 9 or 10, almost all the way down. So the spectator is going to deal, and you're going to think if this card is a 9 or a 10. So the first one is no. So you're going to think no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. Let's say they stop here. You're going to use this card, and you're going to say, well, you landed on this card. And then you have to show them the one before was the jack, and the one after was the king, so that they know that it's not all 9s, right? But let's say they stopped here, right, on the king. You would use this card because you know that this one isn't a 9 or a 10. So you'd say, okay, you stopped on a 9. The one before was a king, and the one after was a 5. So they can stop anywhere they want, really, and it will always be a 9 or a 10 based on if you pick the pile on the ground or the floor or the table or whatever, or the pile in your hands or their hand. So once you pick the 9 or the 10, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna have the card selected, the 9. Or you could also force a card, but I like this way better because they have complete control. Then the card is already in the 10th position in this deck. So you're just going to count 9 cards, and then the 10th card will be the card. But if they land on a 10, for example, right? If they land on a 10, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But if they land on a 9, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's your card. See what I mean? So like, depending on where they stop, you choose one of the things, and then depending on which of the cards they choose, 9 or 10, you choose one path to go to. I mean, it's not really that complicated, but it's super, super, super cool. I mean, I love the ending. The ending is absolutely insane. Like, there's no way that could have happened because they were in complete control of the deck the whole time, placing down the cards. And when they stopped, the card before it was a queen. The card after it was a 2. Oh, wait, that's actually where the thing stops. But the card before it would be a 9. So, yeah. They have complete control of the deck the entire time of the deck when they deal out how many cards they want. And that's why I just really, really love this trick so much. It's an incredible card trick. And yeah, it's a combination of 2 of the tricks that are already on my channel, so you can go check those out. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and that's the video. Peace.